important thing in a wet, basically, in my opinion, is to drive with the fingers, trying different lines and trying different slowdowns. Let's see what he's doing, unsettling the car and sliding it. Fingers, it's all about the fingers. Because this is the main part of it, you know, to drive around in circle alone, it's kind of, sorry, there's no slip diff here.
Yeah. Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring. And today I'm very excited to welcome you on a very special lap, namely with one and only Moran Gott, our ex, well, not really ex, but taxi driver who was featured in a very popular video of back 2018 when we just got a taxi license and we took the Shermer M3 out for the very first lap, and he made me giggling like a little girl. And ever since, he was a very popular driver, very demanding driver that was very popular among people. But anyhow, let's hop in the car and talk about what he has been up to, because obviously world has changed, taxi license things have changed, a lot of things have changed, so I'm excited to see what happened to him. Hello, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Very good, very good.
Long time no see.
Very long time no see.
Like, how long? Have you ever been at all last year here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen you a couple of times.
I've been 7 or 8 times last year.
Okay.
Last year it was not bad.
No, yeah, not great, not terrible.
Yeah.
Let's proceed to the track and then we can talk about it stuff. So, you're here traveling through, and you decided to stop at the Nürburgring to see what's happening.
Yeah, I meant to come for the VLN test, and then the last minute they canceled it, and I was already traveling, and I scheduled some meeting in Germany and Belgium. So I decided to pop by and do a few laps and keep going on with my road trip. And yeah, it's very nice to be back.
Yeah,
I'm extremely happy and very grateful, and we'll see. I need to come here next week again for the VLN, the first race. I'll come probably Wednesday or Thursday, and hopefully the VLN one not gonna be cancelled like the test.
Exactly, because they cancelled it saying that it's too cold to test, but yesterday it was a perfect weather.
Yeah, apparently yesterday was too cold and snowy and dangerous, but for some reason it was full dry, sunny, beautiful day. So, but this is the Eiffel weather, huh? It's always like that.
You never know. I mean, maybe better in the hindsight it's to cancel it instead of being like disappointed or having disappointed teams to travel all the way to the Nürburgring and not being able to drive. But as you mentioned, you were intending to practice for a reason, because you would be driving next year.
Yeah.
I mean this year, but like next week, I'm sorry.
It's this year already.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a bit confusion, you know, we've been too long at home, we don't know what year it is.
Yes.
But yeah, it's absolutely this year. And yeah, I'm gonna race in a V4 again, BMW 325.
So it's a E90 then, or?
E90 4-door, 2.5 liter. And yeah, I love this car. It's a cool car, good handling car, and slow. And a lot of competition, many cars in class. Hello, good morning.
Morgen.
Alles gut?
Ja, und selber?
Good.
Your German has improved.
Nee. No, just the basic stuff, but I love them, honestly.
Yeah.
I love them for so many years.
The marshals
They're
are
still coming here any weather, rain or shine.
Exactly, the backbone of the Ristenfahrten.
And unfortunately, this is my road car, which I'm very pleased with.
So it's a 5 what?
It's a 535i.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I decided to spoil myself, to have a comfortable car for my journeys when I'm traveling a lot for work, and to be comfortable. So
We can do some, although VLM practice was cancelled, we can do some wet lap practice now here.
yeah, this is what I thought, and it's gonna be good. It's not the same or nowhere near, but it's always like, it's just basically searching for the grip. There's no anything other that you can do on the Nordschleife in the wet. You just all the time need to search for the grip.
Yep.
Sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less.
So which team are you going to be driving with?
I'm gonna race with Grand Sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share the car with Emir Asari. I think you know him.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
He
with
was
the
actually,
Clio.
yeah, he was one of the guys who, yeah, one of the.
He was.
He was one of the guys who was one of the first people who took me out on laps, like when I was just like here as Boosted Boris, and
Oh, really?
he had a car from Ring 135, I think, and then he's like, "Oh, hop in, let's go for a lap," and I was like completely nobody back then, so it wasn't like, "Oh, let's make a video on something cool for the YouTube." But it shows that he's like a real guy who just wants to share the passion for the Nürburgring with other people. That's something I very much respect and admire.
Yeah, he's a really, really nice guy, really down to earth, very positive. And yeah, we're gonna share only 2 drive the car, so it's gonna be a bit more exciting, if I may say. We're gonna run full season, and maybe 24 hours, who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully. And it's really cool because there's like 30 cars in class, I think, or 26, I don't know. We'll see what's happening this year. Last year it was relatively small numbers of cars, but hopefully this year gonna be more, because it seems like there's a lot of people building again another new V4 cars for some reason, although it's a really old class.
Yeah. Yeah, the V4 still, even though the cars are relatively old, you might say.
2005, 6, 7.
Yeah, so it's
they're
still
like,
very competitive.
Yeah.
So this is not an X-Drive, is it?
No, it's a rear-wheel drive.
And which tires do you on?
I'm on original tires, and it's very, very funny, because the tires are not great. I really need to change them. As you can feel, there's not much grip going on. But at the moment, we are brand new Dunlop Excellent on the left front, original Dunlop Excellent on the top, on the front right. No, it was Goodyear or Dunlop? Goodyear, I don't know. And then in the back, I put yesterday new, a 10 years old tire. PTC saved me yesterday. I got a puncture, and he's a superstar, honestly. Yesterday I got a puncture and I need to travel to work tonight, to Belgium, and he just changed my tire yesterday. Unfortunately, I had only 10-year-old tire, so no, but it's, yeah, tires, it's not the strong part of this car. And as well, you know, I'm just having a laugh trying to, there's no grip, zero. And the tires, you know, it's like from new. The car is very low mileage, 17,000 miles from 2015. And it's the original tires, so they're relatively dry and slippery, but they do the job. I'll change them soon.
It gives me flashbacks of like when we had our first lap in the taxi. They just made me uncontrollably giggle, and that's almost to happen like here now in these conditions.
This one, it's a bit more slow motion. It's
nice.
Relaxed. But I always prefer to be in the car in this kind of weather than to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Wet laps are amazing.
Yeah. Look how quiet it is. It's really, really cool. You know, you can actually drive and enjoy the track and enjoy the scenery if you can. Some people probably find it a bit more difficult. But yeah, also in this kind of weather, I'm always looking on the scenery to try to understand where it's going to dry first and where it's going to get wet, and if you see a cloud coming. Yeah, it's my favorite condition since I got my car back in 2012, 2013, and I started coming here with my own car.
That's nice.
Bright side, look how bright it is.
Always look on the bright side of
Always
life.
look on the bright side of life, huh? You remember my songs from 2017?
Yeah.
17, 18?
18 when we got the license. Do you miss taxi driving?
Yeah, of course. Of course I'm missing it. It's amazing because before that, when I used to drive my own car, I didn't took many people into the car, and even so, when I took people in the car, it wasn't like sort of a joyful thing. It was more like, I'm going for a drive, you want to join me? Cool, I'm going to do 3-4 laps, and yeah, you'll be fine. And but then to be able to go with people and to have them, you know, laughing and enjoying and have a chat and people celebrating birthday and whatnot, it was really cool experience. At difficult times, we're traveling back and forth every weekend or almost every weekend. This was the only challenging part, but the rest was easy peasy. Like I used to drive on Sunday 30 laps, 25 laps, and then jumping in my car and going back to the UK, and it was like great. It was really good.
Yeah, were good times.
Yeah.
Maybe you should join for some track day taxis.
Love to.
Yeah.
Love to. Why not? It's amazing to do the taxi lab, because basically a lot of people, you know, they coming here and want to drive their car, but the taxi, it's a completely different experience. Also for, in my opinion, for people with the knowledge of the track, and you know, because they can always pick some little things. I'm always picking up like little tips from here and there, because always the track change. You always need to learn and you always need to improve. So.
Yeah, the Nürburgring is a constantly changing track, and the more laps you do also with other people, the more things you learn.
Yeah.
It's especially something what I remember what Moritz said. A lot of people were obviously asking like, hey, did taxi driving help you to become a better driver? And the answer was, well, better driver maybe not, but understanding the Nordschleife to seeing how quick the track would usually dry up, that was something like a big advantage. Like, and in some races he would say like, okay, let's put full slicks on instead of rain slicks, and people were saying like, are you crazy? It's still full wet. No, it's going to be dry in 10 minutes. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And then he would get like minutes of advantage ahead of others.
Yeah, so this is the amazing part of the taxi, when you can actually understand the track a bit more in depth, basically. I had it also before with my E46, because I used to drive all the time in the wet. I used to see the track drying up regularly. I never stopped coming here. If it was raining or a raining weekend, I'll still come. And always, sometimes you have dry lines in the evening, or even dry by midday. So it's always changing, you know, it's always evolving.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what how the racing season is going to be, like also just in general for everyone, but in this case also for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully that
it's a bit different. Also last year I did few races, and you know, to have it without spectators, it's a bit different, but you know what, it's better than nothing in the end of the day.
You know, I like it a lot when people say that all the race car drivers, they say they don't say like, oh yeah, we didn't get race too much or not enough. Everyone says the same. It was bad because of lack of spectators, and that says a lot, I think. Yeah,
because this is the main part of it, you know, to drive around in circle alone. It's kind of, it's, sorry, there's no slip diff here. Yeah, to drive alone, it's kind of driving a track day. Yeah, you're competing with other cars, but you can see it's empty now, right? So, but when there is a race and you see all the spectators, it's really changing the atmosphere, I think, around the track, and for the driver as well. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I hope they're gonna be back soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, in general, it's open air. In general, there's like so much space around the ring. Like, what is it? 27 kilometers. They can easily spread out a lot. So,
on both sides of the track.
Yeah. So it's not really, you know, sitting on a, how is it called in English? On the chairs. How is it called?
Yellow flag. Oh well. Well, it's the end of the lap anyway already, so it's been very nice to wake up to, I would say, in my case, and it's always a pleasure to be with Moran in the car, doesn't matter which conditions, especially these wet conditions with how many? 3 different tires, or 4?
Yeah, 3 different tires.
3 different tires. 2 are the same.
Unfortunately, I'm not proud of it, and I don't think this is the way to do. But yeah, it's unfortunately 3 different tires. I ordered brand new tires, Michelin, when I bought the car. 4 tires, sorry, and when I came, they told me, oh, just change the front left, all the rest are perfect. I'm like, okay then, you save me a bit of money and I listen to you, you're a tire guy. And I'm like, but why did I do that? And then yesterday, again, I got this puncture and now we have another new tire on the car, so we'll see. I spoke to TCC and probably I'll get brand new set next week, because I'm not comfortable to drive like that. I don't think it's right.
No, definitely, but I think it's also kind of, in terms of practice, if you can drive on 3 different tires, I think you'll be fine on 4 same slicks in the race.
Definitely.
This is not something we recommend, definitely not on Nürburgring, not in the wet or tourist environment. But Moran, thanks a lot for the lap. It was absolutely amazing, very nice rain dances. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we will do some taxi laps on track days later this year with Moran behind the wheel. Which car would you like to drive as a taxi?
Question. I think the V8 and the 620R.
Oh.
But I think the 620R is out of question.
Yeah, it's Robert's
in any
toy.
shape or form.
Yeah. But I think it would be nice to see you drive the actual E92, or maybe even the M4 VLN.
Yeah,
because
the M4 VLN is going to be good.
You didn't race that one. You were driving the M2, or were you driving the M4?
No, I raced the M4.
Oh, so it will be like a proper reunion.
Do you mind if I go for another one?
I think we can go for another one. Sure, why not? It's been so nice and pleasant. Might as well go for another one. We'll see if we make it into the video. You can stop watching, or you can continue, and we just gonna enjoy ourselves for the second lap.
Yeah. So the M4, I did race the M4. I raced it for 24 hours, and I raced it for 3 or 4 or 5 VLN, and I did 2 VLNs with the 5 VLN with the M4, 2 VLN with the M2, and a 24 hour with the M4.
Well, in that case,
no, I did drive the car quite a lot.
It's a nice luxury problem to have, to not remember which car and how many laps you did with it on races, and it's fortunate.
I was fortunate enough to be able. I don't know. I can remember, but now I'm concentrating driving. You know,
okay, you do the driving. We did the talking on the first bit.
I cannot think about what's happened like 3-4 years ago after I've been 1 year at home. You know, it's difficult.
Right, we do the second lap. We do the. Yeah. The talking was done last time. We do the driving now.
It doesn't really matter what you're doing, it's gonna slide. The brakes as well, I don't think they're that great.
Oh, you have 8 different brake pads or what?
No. They're just original, you know. And they said I need to change pads in 4,000 miles. So, I don't know, it will work. I'm easy on the brakes. I think it's cool as well to look after the car, so I'm cruising and braking early and trying different lines and trying different slowdowns. Let's see what he's doing, unsettling the car and sliding it. Not sure. And steer. Oversteer. No, you can feel that the tires don't really do their job.
No. Almost 3 bar in the rear.
Yeah, they put it down to 2.7. After they were 3.1. in a wet, basically, in my opinion, is to drive with the fingers and try to understand what the tire is doing and where is the grip going. All the rest, it's the line. There is no really ideal line on the Nordschleife, in my opinion, in the wet. You can find a bit more grip here or less grip there, and it's always changing because of the difference of the height and the.
Yep. Slow feet, fast hands. Or fast fingers.
Fingers. It's all about the fingers. Don't come up with a bad joke.
It's very hard to contain myself in that one.
Maybe I'll get a slip disc.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Get the Drexler for this.
That would be interesting. It's amazing because one of my favorite in 2011 in January, I was here for work and I was driving the track with a 530 diesel. It was quite cool to travel around Europe and also drive on the track. And I did kind of reasonably cool laps. And it was really good fun. So now to be back in a similar car, it's quite cool. It's quite cool.
It's a nice cruiser.
Yeah. It's what it's all about. Suspension, springs.
Just like every car guy, there's no such thing as a daily. You buy a daily, then you need another daily because your daily became a race car.
Yeah, my E46 used to be my daily. I'm missing it as a daily, honestly.
You still have it, right?
Yeah, of course. I hope to drive it today, but by the look of it, it doesn't look like it. But maybe doing the end of the next week.
I'd love to join for that one.
Yeah, you should. You've never been in my E46,
no,
right? We just drove Sam's one. Yeah.
Have I been with you in Sam's one?
Yeah, you've been with me in Sam's one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did
It was like, what, 4 years ago?
something like that. Yeah, so I want to drive my E46 this year to do some TF, do some track days and racing, and always look forward to be back here, basically. It's what's making me happy. It's nice.
Yep.
Comfortable. You like rest your arms. You don't know this photographer? The one who's standing there?
I need to look on Race Tracker who that is.
ABS. It's funny. To drive this car with the traffic for me is very difficult. Because you have this warning of the other cars.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to drive them. Diff. I need a diff. Maybe BMW send me a motorsport diff.
Yeah, maybe Drexler or
no,
wait,
Drexler it's gonna be too much for you.
bit too much.
I didn't put Drexler on my 46. You want me to put Drexler on that one? Mid-corner slippery.
Nice.
Another one.
Well, I have to get back to work, so now it's really we should get off the track.
I'll take you off the track.
As much as I enjoy it, I could do it the whole day. So, thank you very much one more time. Sorry for the long video, but I'm sure a majority of you enjoyed it. It was very...
Oh, really? You're gonna do 2-lap video?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, it's gonna be so long.
Well, let us know if it was too long, or if we can do a bit more next time. And hopefully in a week time then E46?
Yeah, hopefully.
Can you do taxi laps on VLN with your V4 car?
Yeah, of course. Unfortunately last year it wasn't allowed, but this is the main thing. So, and it's funny because I had my brother and another friend of mine that did with me taxi with Apex, and they told me, and also I had my E46, and they told me, what is the point to do taxi lap with a V4? You know, when you have the E46, or we've been in the Apex taxi, why do we need to do with a V4? But it's a completely different experience because, you know, it's a race weekend. You're with other racetrack on the car. You're driving with slicks, and it's a completely different experience in my opinion. And all of them was like shock. Hopefully this year they're gonna be allowed taxis because it's also a cool experience. But yeah, it's in my opinion it's a complete different level of taxi, because you are in a racing environment, and I don't think there is, if there is many racing series that you can come for actually Friday practice to actually sit in a race car and drive around the track, and regardless if it's the Nürburgring or anything else, but it's also on the Nürburgring. So
cool.
Yeah, I hope they're gonna allow the taxis on VLN, then it's gonna at least bring more happiness to the paddock, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, this is something that we'll definitely tell you as soon as we know it ourselves, so stay tuned. Make sure to give Moran a follow as well, and cheer for him in VLN. I'll definitely be doing that, so looking forward to that. Unless I'll be driving myself at some point, maybe. We'll see. First we'll do RCN and then get into the things. So, but thanks for watching. Bye.